Face your fears and do it anyway. It's a well-used phrase but describes what I've done over the last 2 years. It started when I jumped 40 foot from a rock into the Majorcan Sea. This is something my former cautious self would never have dared to do. It was a breakthrough for me. A few weeks later, I'm standing outside the coolest clothes shop in Kingston. My heart is pounding. I want a Saturday job and I've got to go in and ask for one. I'm scared because I don't want to look a fool. The owner asked me to name 10 types of Nike trainers they sell in the store. I dry up. He says no thanks. My former self would have given up, but instead I went back the next day, more prepared this time, and got the job. But what about a career? 10 years ago I was very clear.
What would you like to be when you grow up?
Paleontologist.
Why?
Because you can see what's in the past and you can see the biggest land animal ever, like brachiosaurus in Argentina.
But at 16 I wasn't so sure. In 2012 I had to choose my subjects to study at sixth form college. I had no idea at the time what I wanted to do for my career. I felt that something creative would suit me, but I wasn't very good at art, so I didn't choose that. I really didn't know what to study, whether for enjoyment or career prospects. However, I did know I was interested in what makes people tick. So I chose philosophy, sociology and English. By this time, I'd also got myself a weekend job at Sandown Ski Centre, hosting 5 children's parties a day, which put me in a position of responsibility with up to 25 kids at a time, and also dealing with parents too. I found it interesting and enjoyable work. And then I went to Esher College. I really enjoyed my first year at Esher College, but I still felt like I was missing out on something more creative. Then in the summer of 2014 I had an opportunity that opened my eyes to a new world. I got a work experience job at edit1, a comedy TV show production company owned by Endemol. I was scared to death on the first day, but within a few days I felt right at home. During my first of the 2 times there, I worked on a comic relief special, which starred Lee Mack, Tim Vine and Sean Locke playing in a darts competition against pro darts players. I acted as a runner doing everything from getting the sandwiches to sitting in on production meetings. I also spent an afternoon on the production of the game show 2 Try, hosted by Richard Osman and shot in Hammersmith Studios, which was really interesting. What you don't realise is one day shoot, a whole day, it's literally 5 minutes worth of footage. It just shows how much effort and time goes into it. Going to the shoot of the comic relief special was also great, to see what all the hard work had led to and to see how it was shot, as if it was live. They invited me back for a second time where I worked on the show 8 out of 10 Cats, the highlight of which was sitting on a writer's session with 10 different writers brainstorming jokes and puns for the show. I chipped in with a few that were written down. I hope they get used. I love comedy, TV and film, like The In-Betweeners.
Feisty one you are!
Or Vic and Bob on Shooting Stars. And the IT Crowd.
Yeah, but we've got to hurry up. We're going to be in trouble.
I'm not running.
Can you do a fast walk?
No.
I'm going to do a fast walk.
I also love Breaking Bad and nature programs.
I am the one who knocks.
My absolute favourite movies are Pulp Fiction and Trainspotting.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you.
The truth is that I'm a bad person, but that's going to change. I'm going to change. This is the last of that sort of thing. I'm cleaning up and I'm moving on, going straight and choosing life.
The most amazing thing about these experiences was that I felt at home. I felt that I could contribute to something creative and loved seeing the end result. Now I knew what I wanted to do for a living. Now I had a focus.